Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been so long. It's been such a crazy year and a crazy summer. But now that the garden is wrapping up, I'm hoping to be making some more videos. So today we're going to be using some straw flowers from the garden. You can use whatever dried flowers you'd like for this project, but these ones are a great size and they hold their color super well. So if you can get your hands on some, do it. They're amazing. You'll also need some glue. I'm going to be using the GS Hypo Cement and also hot glue, which you'll see later probably would be fine with just hot glue. I did spray the flowers with this dried floral preservative. And then I also found these hoop earrings at Hobby Lobby. They were on clearance. So if you can find some of those, that would be ideal, but any hoop earrings should work. So this was my first time making earrings where I'm gluing things to them, which I tried to figure out which glue to use and researched it, like if I should use the E6000 or the GS Hypo Cement or just hot glue. And I kind of decided to try using the GS Hypo Cement because I was afraid that the hot glue, I was afraid the flowers would just kind of pop off of the hot glue. But it turns out I think the hot glue on its own would have been fine. I ended up using the GS Hypo Cement first. As you can see right here, I'm just putting down a thin layer where I'm going to be placing the flowers. And then I let it get kind of tacky, but it still wasn't really holding them in place, and I was really worried that it was going to dry and they would not be attached. So you'll see in just a minute, after I put them on with the GS Hypo Cement, I kind of just go back through in the little cracks and hot glue them. So I don't know for sure if hot glue would be fine on its own, but I think it would. I'm not really sure the GS Hypo Cement did much in this situation. But I have worn these earrings, I think 2 days, 2 different times, and nothing has fallen off, so that's great. And that dried floral preservative that you saw is pretty much, it's like a can of spray paint. You just put that on to the flowers before you use them, let them air out because it smells horrible. But it's supposed to keep them from shattering and also has UV protection, so it should keep the color good for a long time. These straw flowers, you guys, are amazing. I had never seen anything like these, and we grew them, and the bigger flowers would have like these little offshooting buds on them, and that's what these ones are. They're like the little tiny ones that were on the plant. So I saved them because I've had this idea for so long and I've been wanting to try it. I just haven't had the time, but I finally did it and I am so excited with how they look. So after you put that glue on, I let it sit and get tacky for a few minutes, and then I started laying the flowers on. Before I even started with the glue, I did lay them out and pick out which flowers I wanted and where I wanted them to go so that I could have both the earrings look pretty similar. Obviously, they're not exactly the same because of the varying sizes and color, but I laid it out kind of like light, dark, and then I knew where I was putting things before I put the glue on, because that's always helpful. They're very bouncy too. Bouncy and light, and I don't even know how to explain them. Maybe I'll try to insert a clip of like the noise they make. They're so weird but so cool. I think they're probably my favorite flower. I will be using them for quite a few projects that I plan on filming, so I'm really excited about it. They're very versatile flowers. Alright, so I got that first one done, and now the second one is hopefully a little bit tacky. So these hoop earrings, like I was saying, I found them at Hobby Lobby, and they were on clearance, which is good and bad. They were regularly like $12, I think, and I paid $2.99. So that was great, but I wanted more so I could make more pairs of these, and I went on the website and I only saw, I think they had like 3 left, and I didn't get them, but maybe I should have. I think if you just had a wider flat hoop, that would work as well. It's just kind of nice having those holes because you can stick the stem through to the other side, and you can also hot glue from the bottom or from the back side, which it makes it easier, but if it was flat, you could just put the glue down first and then the flower, and then it should work out just fine. These ones are very bouncy, and the holes actually didn't help in that area because when you try to stick one in, the other one like moves around, and so that made it kind of harder, but I did like it when I was doing the hot gluing, so I could totally see the back and conceal it a lot more. Alright, so you can see they're kind of sticking, and if I was more patient, I could have just kept pushing them down until the glue dried all the way, but it kind of takes a while, and it's hard to hold all of them down at once. Push one down and the other one pops back up, that kind of thing. So there they are on there, and there's the first one. Everything's still on it, but I'm still trying to just use this GS Hypo cement, and I'm getting a little bit impatient. I also apologize for the video quality. My settings were not what I thought they were, and I didn't realize until I went to edit this video. So it's a little bit grainy, but I hope you guys can still see what's happening. Okay, so now we're going to go back through with the hot glue, like I was saying, and just kind of go into the cracks and fill it in without making it too globby so that it just looks like cruddy, you know? And the cleaner you can be with hot glue, the better, because it is hard to get off of the flowers if it gets on top. So just going in those cracks, going in the back side, making sure nothing is going to move. Alright, moving on to the second one. So they look pretty secure right now, but I was just afraid they were going to start popping off as the glue is drying. I just wanted to be extra safe. Nobody wants a flower falling off of their earring while they're wearing it. But these were so simple to make. If you have a hot glue gun, you could totally do this. It doesn't really take much craftiness or, I don't know, experience to do. You just need some dried flowers, and you could even use, I guess you could even use fake flowers if you really wanted to, but I know you can find dried flowers on Etsy, or you could dry your own flowers. But these are just so gorgeous and so simple, and I don't know, I'm just really obsessed with these straw flowers. I am going to be using them in a ton of projects that I plan on filming, so they've become my favorite flower. Okay, so 10 hours later, after you get all that hot glue stringy stuff off, you can clip the stems on the back if you want to, and then you can pop those babies in, and they look so amazing. So adorable. So good. I am so excited that they turned out like this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a great summer and hanging in there. I will see you guys soon in the next video. Bye, guys.